Hey guys, how's everyone doing? This is Nick from forexfornoobs.com with the daily analysis. Today is Tuesday, the 16th of April, 2019. Time is 10 a.m. here in the UK. You're looking at a New Zealand USD daily chart. So let's get started with the analysis. In today's analysis, we're going to be looking for price action setups across all these pairs here. Going to be taking a look at last week's setups, seeing how they're doing. I'll be giving you some updates on them. And yeah, let's get into it. First of all, New Zealand USD. I closed this one out with a very minor loss yesterday. It's just been open way too long and it hasn't really been doing what I wanted it to do. So this one's been closed out. It was closed out around about, well, I don't know exactly where, but off the top of my head, but it was roughly around about here. Then we got XAUUSD, also closed this one out. I can't remember where this one was closed out. But yeah, again, this just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. It went up a fair way, it just never really got to my target, so I closed this one out. So that's two trades from last week that were essentially failed trades. They didn't hit my stop loss, but they were still failed trades because they were both closed out with a loss. I mean, you know, some weeks you're doing good, some weeks you're doing bad. Last week was definitely not a good week for me. This week has started off really good. I've caught a few trades on the lower time frames, but last week's trades, yeah, they just didn't really do much for me. Well. That's the reality of trading, guys. You're not going to be making profit every single week. There are going to be some weeks where you lose, and that's just how it works. GP New Zealand. Some people are still in a short trade here, I believe. Maybe. Honestly, I doubt anyone's still in it. It's just been moving sideways anyway. So I'm just going to unmark this. I'm going to unmark all of these, to be honest. The only trade I'm still in, but this one was open like around about the 15th or the 14th of March, is Platinum USD. But this is a long-term trade where I'm holding it for several weeks. It's a fair way into profit, but I'm looking for it to push up to here over the coming weeks. All right, so as for new trades, there is I took a lower time frame trade on this one yesterday. I shot a live trade video for that trade, so I'll be showing you guys that live trade video, so you know pretty much how I handled that trade. I'm in the middle of editing that live trade video right now, just to kind of cut out all the boring parts. I'm going to upload it to YouTube just after today's analysis. So that live trade video is coming today. But small time frames aside, looking at the larger time frames, I'm going to move this down to be more in line with that bounce. Who posted to the forum yesterday? I can't remember who it was. Was it Ready? Yeah, Ready shared this one to the forum. I'm just going to move it over here. Yeah, I know that you guys can see the URL, but this is a private members only forum, and if you register, your registration is just not going to be accepted. So you know, just don't waste your time or the moderator's time in rejecting the registration. So I don't mean to sound rude, it's just a private members only forum, but I just want to show you, I just want to take a look at this post. So I didn't enter this one because I was in the 15-minute chart trade. So I didn't actually enter this short here. Like I said, I'll show you the 15-minute chart trade because I took a live trade video of it. So because I was already in a short on AUDUSD, I didn't take this one. So Ready posted this one to the forum. I'm just going to copy over his numbers. just to kind of give us an idea of this. What was that? Yeah, stop. Right. So anyone else short on this? There were a few posts to the forum, a few responses with people who entered. But is anyone who's in the room right now short on this at the moment? Looks like a pretty solid setup. There's a good risk to reward ratio here, 2.5. It's moving down quite quick. The things I would be worried about with this trade. What? I don't know what I did there. Refresh, and that fixed it. Cool. So yeah, a few things I'm worried about with this trade. I'll post this to the forum later, but let's just cover it in the analysis real quick. So first things first, this area here, around about where the target is probably going to be an issue. We can see that price has bounced away from there several times. So I'm a little worried about this area here. But also, just all the way through here, to be fair, it's there's clear signs of price struggling. So if price drops down to there, I would say that it might struggle to get through this entire area here. It might struggle to get through it. That being said, it's not a bad setup. It's a good setup, but just watch out for that area there. Take a close look at what price is doing when it drops down into that area. You might find that you're going to have to hold this trade for quite some time for it to push all the way down to your target. Is it too late to enter? Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you enter now, yeah, you're going to have a 1.35 risk to reward ratio. Way too late to enter. Definitely not recommend entering this trade right now. It's a good setup, but yeah, should have been entered shortly. Actually, I think the entry was at 2:15 a.m. because that's when my 15-minute chart trade closed out due to a big drop down. Yeah, so the entry would have been here around about 2:15, 2:30 a.m. UK time. But yeah, definitely a bit late to enter. What about New Zealand USD? USD CAD doing some interesting stuff, kind of just ranging at the moment. Yeah, nothing really there, to be honest, with USD CAD. EURUSD looks interesting, stalling out at resistance. I'm kind of curious with this one, to be honest, to look for a short here. Let's mark this one as a potential. There's definitely a potential short here on EURUSD. So price has stalled out for 2 consecutive days on this resistance area. It's a bit of a tricky resistance area, but it's overall not that bad. So with price stalling out on this resistance area, there's potential to look for a short. Agario or King, sorry. What about New Zealand USD? What are you asking about it? But yeah, there's potential for a short here on EURUSD. These numbers, obviously, I've not done proper risk analysis on this, so I can't give you an exact entry, target, and stop. But something like this would roughly be what I would look for. So an entry at around about 1.1290, a stop loss at 1.1329, and a target at 1.120. That target could be pulled up a little bit and adjusted. Again, this isn't my exact numbers. This is just a rough estimate of what I would do with this setup. Yeah, cool. I don't think there's much else to say about this one. It seems to be doing okay. AUD New Zealand. Am I wrong in thinking there was a forum post about this one too? Yes, I am wrong in thinking that. Never mind. AUDJPY price shooting up to here and already turning around. This one's a bit messy. Wait, there was a forum post on this one, wasn't there, by Edward? No, sorry, my bad. That was... Yeah, it could be a pullback, but I don't really like it as a continuation because this trend is not really that good of a trend. Oh, there was? Where is it? I don't see it. You must have got here late, King. We discussed that. I closed this one out, and I've also posted to the forum that I closed it out. I closed it out with a minor loss because it wasn't doing anything. It was not moving in my direction, so I closed it out about up here. I shared my exit to the forum 19 hours ago, according to... Wait, let me double check that. Yeah, it was 19 hours ago, according to the forum timestamp, is when I shared it. So wherever it was 19 hours ago is roughly where I exited. You shared it on the watch list, right? Okay, I was looking at the wrong forum section. All right, but you haven't really given any numbers on this, so I'm not quite sure what. Were you just shorting when it fell out of this kind of range it was stuck in? Anyway, look, we're here to do analysis and not look at trades that have already triggered. We've already spent a bit of time on trades that have already triggered. So let's discuss this one on the forum in more detail. And let's just go on to look for some other setups. Nothing much going on GBP/JPY. Nothing much on GBP/USD. USD/JPY, somewhat interesting. Price is pushing up to this resistance and kind of stalling out again. But I'm not going to do anything with this because it's just that last drop from resistance didn't really go anywhere and then it shot back up. So yeah, I'm not going to do anything there, nor am I with CAD/JPY. Nothing on AUD/CAD. Nothing on a lot of these pairs. I'm not trading EURJPY. I would say USOIL, by the way, has triggered a short trade here that I shared last week. I'm in on this one, but as a demo trade. Now, I know it's weird, full-time trader, professional trader trading demo, but I am a very careful trader. I do not trade commodities or CFDs in this case I'm new to trading those, so I don't want to jump into something that I'm new to trading completely with real money. It's just not a smart thing to do. So I'm demo trading this one to see how it plays out. To see, I'm going to take a few demo trades on it, testing my strategy on these pairs to see if it's viable, and then I'll switch to live. So I'll mark it green, I guess, but just keep in mind that this isn't an actual real money trade. It's just a demo. So yeah. EURJPY, short trade from resistance, but that's already triggered. There's a bunch of stuff that's already triggered. Is anyone short on EURJPY? I just don't like EURJPY because of Brexit. So I think most of the action for the start of the week anyway is going to be on the smaller time frames. There's a lot of stuff happening on the smaller time frames. When I say smaller time frames, I mean the 15-minute, the 5-minute too, if you really want to. But that's that's a bit scary to trade for inexperienced traders. But 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, there's a lot of setups happening there right now. I took a few yesterday. They have very high return. So you're looking at 1 to 3 return on those smaller time frames. They're generally speaking very good setups. Like I said, I'll be sharing a live trade video on my AUDUSD setup yesterday. But other than that, guys, it looks like, sorry, EURUSD. I didn't really see that properly. Oh, that just shot down quite fast, didn't it? Let me just mark this one green too before I forget. Well, now I kind of want to end this analysis to see if I can jump into this trade. I can't really enter it while I'm doing the analysis because I need to do, I mean, I could technically, but it would just be you guys staring at a screen for 5 minutes while I don't talk, and I use my position size calculator. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wrap this this analysis up, guys. I know we usually do a small Q&A at the end. There's not always questions. I'm going to wrap this analysis up, guys, because I want to potentially enter this trade, and I need to, do my position size and all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys for attending. Potential short happening right now on EURUSD. And I'll see you guys for tomorrow's analysis, which will be at 10 a.m. Thanks.